Hey Anna, I just wanted to tell you that you've gotten really ugly lately.
What? That's so random. And a bit rude, don't you think? Did you really text me just to say that?
I just thought of it because I saw your reflection in the hallway mirror this morning. Your appearance is getting worse and worse every day. I thought it was important to bring up how each other is feeling about certain things. So yeah, I'm bringing it up right now. Your makeup and clothes are totally messed up these days. You've completely lost yourself as a woman. You just look like some old lady. You're so different from the woman I got married to. What happened to you?
Have I aged that much? Do I look that bad? I mean, I wear the same clothes every day. And just jeans and t-shirts, nothing sexy, I get that. And very minimal makeup, hair always in a ponytail. But I didn't think this was a big deal. I never thought it would bother you this much.
When's the last time you even went shopping to get new things? Those jeans look like they're from a decade ago. They're all wrinkled up and worn out. You really should start caring for things like this.
I haven't gone shopping in a really long time. And of course, I do want new clothes. But I don't have time to care about fashion or to go to the mall and buy things. There's just no time for me right now.
You're a stay-at-home wife, aren't you? What do you mean you have no time? You should have plenty of free time. It's not like you need to do something.
Your mother needed her medication at 6 a.m. today. Then breakfast at 7 a.m. She had a doctor's appointment at 9 a.m. that took 3 hours. I'm always taking care of your mom nowadays. That's why I never have time for myself anymore. I have to take care of your mom around the clock. She calls for me at all hours, day or night. I don't have time to worry about myself.
Oh yeah, you've gotten way worse since that one became your problem.
That one? You mean your own mother?
Don't call my parents that one, Anna. That's rude.
But you just called her that one yourself. I never called her that. I was just repeating what you called her.
That's different. She's my mother, not yours. I can say certain things that you can't say. When is that old hag gonna kick the bucket? All the time and money we waste on her is ridiculous. Plus, the house would be so much bigger without her. Once she's gone, I'm turning her room into my man cave.
Don't talk about your own mother like that. What is wrong with you? Don't you want to take care of her? What if she passes away tomorrow?
I'm paying the bills here. I can say whatever I want to say. I'm too busy with work to take care of her. I'm the one who doesn't have any time. Do you know how much her medications cost? And the special bed and all the doctor visits? They're not cheap. I'm paying for them. I just at least get to relax when I'm home.
What do you mean you pay for her things? Your father left enough money to cover her care before he passed away. You haven't spent anything, any of your money. It was all your father's money.
He gave me that money when he was gone, so it's my money now, and I'm paying for everything she needs from my money. What's wrong with me for wanting her gone? I'm just being honest. Is that such a terrible thing?
You shouldn't say such horrible things. She gave birth to you and raised you. You should want to take care of her and try to return the favor for always taking good care of you.
She's nothing but a burden to me now is all I'm saying. It's not that bad.
You're talking about your own mother. Those are terrible things to say.
Why does it matter? It's not like you two were ever close anyway. She was awful to you from the start of our marriage, remember? Always criticizing you. Classic mother-in-law stuff, right?
That was years ago. Things are different now. She needs our help. It doesn't matter how she treated me before. If she needs our help, I'm going to help her with whatever she needs.
Different how? Because you're her nurse now?
Sure, she was strict, but that's different. I still cared for her. It didn't make me hate her. She helped us out too when we needed her. So I'm going to take proper care of her for as long as she is alive.
Well, I guess caring for your mother-in-law is just part of being a wife, but your looks going downhill is a different issue. That's just you being lazy, isn't it? You just stopped caring because of your laziness. Am I wrong?
You were wrong, Leo. It's not my laziness. I was up 3 times last night helping her to the bathroom. And I really don't have any time for myself. I do housework while your mom sleeps. I barely get any rest myself. I'm so exhausted by the constant need by your mother, but I don't complain about it because that's what family is supposed to do. Be there for each other no matter how hard things get.
More excuses is all I'm hearing. My coworker's wife manages to look perfect while raising 3 kids.
That's completely different. Your mother needs constant care.
Excuses, excuses. This is why you're worthless. I'm gonna trade you in for another woman one of these days if you stay that way.
Trade me in? Excuse me?
You heard me. Once all this is done, I'm finding someone younger. Someone who actually takes care of herself and looks nice.
After everything I've done for this family? Are you being serious?
Once that old bag is gone, you're out. You're just in the way. You think I'd keep you around after the caregiving is done? I don't want you getting any of the inheritance. My dad left us a lot of money from his business.
You'll inherit it all anyway. I wasn't expecting anything.
But as a married couple, we share finances. You'd end up using the inheritance too. I have no obligation to share my parents' money with an outsider like you.
But I've been caring for your mother day and night. And I'm your wife, not an outsider.
That's your duty as a daughter-in-law. You don't get a prize for doing what you're supposed to.
Is money all you care about? Do your mother and I mean nothing to you?
You mean nothing to me. Money is everything. That's the only thing that matters. Look at you getting emotional. This was always the plan.
I see. Fine. After your mother's care is done, we'll divorce and I'll leave. Just like how you want it.
Good that you understand. Don't try changing your mind later. Don't come back crying to me.
Don't worry. I'll just fulfill my duty as a daughter-in-law. I won't cling to you when you leave.
Perfect. Keep taking care of Mom. That's all you're good for anyway.
I'll continue giving her the best care possible. You can count on that.
What was that call about? I was in a meeting.
Sorry about calling during work. Your mom just passed away.
When? What happened?
About an hour ago. The doctor said it was peaceful. She couldn't make it through the night after all. She seemed off yesterday. Your mom fought hard. She was making weird noises all night. Should have known something was up. I stayed with her until 4 a.m. She kept holding my hand.
Oh, finally she's gone. It's been so long.
Don't talk like that. She was still your mother. What is your problem?
Mom always said she wanted to stay at home. At least her wish came true. She got to stay home till the end.
This house holds so many memories of her and your dad.
We only kept her home 'cause putting her in a facility would have been expensive, plus we had a convenient caregiver right here.
I chose to care for her. She deserved to be comfortable in her own home.
Whatever. Are you handling the body?
The doctor is still here. We need to follow proper procedures.
I'll contact the funeral home and set the date. Cool if I handle that?
Sure, do whatever. I'm leaving all the annoying stuff to you.
The family doctor came and checked on Mom. He said if there hadn't been a doctor present, there would have been a police investigation and all sorts of hassle. We should properly thank the doctor later after everything settles.
Dr. Yamamoto has been very kind throughout all of this.
At least this part is done. No more medical bills.
She was still breathing when I called you earlier. You could have come home. She probably wanted to talk to you one last time.
Huh, we should thank him properly later. I bet Mom is feeling peaceful, even though I've been wanting her gone. I wish she would open her eyes and say something to me one last time.
What did you want her to say?
I don't know. I don't need to think about that anymore.
Can't you come home soon? Come see your mom before they take her body away.
Nah, impossible. I'm going drinking with coworkers. It's not like the funeral's happening right away, so today doesn't matter.
Your mother just died. Your coworkers would understand if you canceled.
They're taking me to this exclusive place. Been trying to get in for months.
You really don't care at all? Drinking is more important than your family member passing?
Of course! I'm going to a high-end club with my colleagues. With the inheritance coming, I'm gonna drink expensive champagne all night. I've been waiting for this moment.
She's barely been gone an hour. You're so cruel.
Perfect timing! I've been saving up for this!
I devoted myself to your mother until the very end. I fulfilled my duty as a daughter-in-law. You can't even care for her as her son.
Yeah, now get out like you promised. You're useless to me now. I've already prepared the divorce papers. They're in the TV stand drawer. Just sign them.
You prepared divorce papers before she even passed?
Been ready for months, just waiting for the right moment.
But I want to properly say goodbye to your mother, so I'll attend the funeral.
The funeral's gonna be a pain too, so I'll leave that to you. Handle the paperwork and stuff, got it?
The relatives will expect you to be involved.
And by the way, what are we doing about the funeral home?
I already arranged everything with the funeral home and contacted the temple. It's all taken care of.
When did you do that?
I made preliminary arrangements weeks ago. Your mother and I discussed what she wanted.
Oh wow, aren't you thorough? Pretty impressive to keep caring for her till the end, knowing you'd be thrown away. What a pushover you are! You're too kind to others.
It's fine. Getting all the inheritance makes it totally worth it.
What? All the inheritance? What are you talking about?
Exactly what I said. Do you need me to say it again?
The inheritance that was supposed to be yours? I'm getting it all!
Are you sure about that?
What are you talking about? Of course I'm sure. I'm the only child.
Maybe you should check the will. That's not what it says right here.
That's impossible. Has all this caregiving made you lose your mind? You're just the wife. You have no inheritance rights. You can't inherit anything. I'm getting all the money.
There are always exceptions. I know it's hard to believe right now. If you're suspicious, you can ask your mom's lawyer. They can explain everything to you if that's what you want.
That old hag had a lawyer? More wasted money. It could have been all mine.
It's the same lawyer who's been handling things since your dad's time. Your mom recently rewrote her will.
Rewrote it? When? How come I didn't know about this?
You should probably skip the drinking and contact the lawyer instead. I'm just saying, it would make everything clear.
Hey! What did you do? I know you did something behind my back.
Nothing that wasn't legal. Your mother made her own choices. I never forced her to do anything she didn't want to do.
When did she even see a lawyer? I never saw one come to the house.
She had plenty of visitors while you were out drinking. That's probably why you never knew. How sad.
Don't act smart with me. What's really going on? Tell me everything.
I checked with the lawyer, and you were right. The will says everything goes to you. Just kidding. I'm not lying about anything.
Stop playing games. Tell me what happened.
The lawyer will explain everything. Enjoy your champagne tonight. You might not be able to afford it much longer.
What did you do? You must have forced Mom to write that will so you could get everything.
I never interfered with the will, never even suggested anything. Your mother decided this on her own.
This can't be legal. You manipulated her when she was weak. You forced her to do things she didn't want to do.
The lawyer made sure she knew what she was talking about and doing. Multiple witnesses, too. You can ask any one of them.
Why would she give everything to you? She hated you. She was always mean to you.
People can change. Time reveals true character, especially when they're dying.
What's that supposed to mean?
Still, I gave everything I had to caring for her. I put aside everything else in my life to devote myself to her. Maybe because of that, your mom started to change. She became kind to me. She saw that I was trying, so she did the same.
She was just confused. You took advantage of her.
She saw how you never visited, never called, never asked how she was doing.
I was busy working. You knew this.
You were busy drinking, shopping, planning your man cave. Not busy with work. Stop lying and making excuses.
Are you saying that old hag had a change of heart?
She started confiding in me. Said she was sad that her son not only wouldn't help care for her, but wanted her gone.
She heard me say that?
The walls aren't that thick, and you're not exactly quiet.
I see, so you sucked up to Mom to make yourself look good. You're such a calculating woman.
Remember when you called me worthless? Said you'd trade me in for another woman?
That was different. I was frustrated. I wasn't being serious.
I made up my mind when you insulted me and told me to get out after the caregiving was done. I couldn't let things end like that. Did you really think I'd quietly leave after all that abuse? You were naive.
Since when are you so sneaky?
I learned from watching you.
What did I do? You've been constantly insulting me. You dumped all the caregiving on me and then tried to throw me away.
I think you have that backwards. You did nothing for your own mother. Absolutely nothing.
But This is crazy! This isn't fair! Why should you get the money instead of me, her son? This makes no sense!
But your mom went through all the proper procedures to give me the inheritance. She even excluded your inheritance rights.
She can't do that! I'm her son! I deserve that money!
Actually, she can, and did. See? Look at you. Even at times like this, you're still all about the money.
There's no way that old lady thought of this herself! You manipulated her!
I told you, I never suggested anything. Though I did show her some TV dramas about inheritance. Like that dramatic one where the wealthy elderly person leaves everything to their devoted housekeeper instead of their kids.
See? You planned this! You deceived me!
The TV was usually on while I was caring for her. She really liked the show and enjoyed it. Maybe that drama gave your mom some ideas.
So you did manipulate her! Mom called the lawyer to the house right after watching that show! That must be when she rewrote the will!
Your mother was always sharper than you gave her credit for. She was a wise woman.
That's nonsense! How long have you known about what was in the will?
Your mom told me about the inheritance about a month before she passed. Though I kind of knew way before that from how she was acting towards me.
What do you mean?
She started calling me daughter instead of daughter-in-law. Started telling me about family heirlooms and their history. She started seeing me as her own daughter.
That damn old hag betraying me like this? Choosing a daughter-in-law over her own son? What kind of parent does that?
That's all on you. You were born when your parents were over 40. They cherished you and raised you with so much love, but you only returned their kindness with cruelty. To them, you were a miracle child, but you took everything for granted.
They spoiled me! Always gave me everything! I've always gotten what I wanted!
And you still wanted more, even after your own mother died. You even told your mom to her face that you wished she'd hurry up and die. She gradually grew to hate you and loved me as her own kid.
She was supposed to love me no matter what! That's what mothers do!
Love needs to be nurtured. You killed it.
Damn it! Should have put that old bag in a home! I shouldn't have let you take care of her!
Your mom and I became quite close near the end. She even apologized for how she treated me before. Everything worked out well thanks to you thoughtlessly dumping her care on me. So I thank you for that.
You turned my own mother against me! What is the matter with you?
You did that yourself. I did nothing.
Cut the crap, you ugly witch! My parents' money is mine! I won't let you have it!
What do you mean you won't let me? It's legally mine now. What are you going to do now? It's all done.
I'll fight this in court! I'll prove you manipulated her!
Go ahead. The lawyer has records of every conversation, every decision, all properly witnessed.
No matter how much you tell me that, it won't change my mind. I'll never accept this. Give me back my money, you thief! I'll fight this until I get my money back!
I didn't steal it. I was given it. Your mom said she didn't want to give you a single penny. We should respect her wishes, don't you think?
What am I supposed to do? You've really done it now. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me to get that money from you, no matter what!
Are you threatening me?
You'll see what happens at the funeral. Just wait.
The relatives called the police on you.
Police?
You caused quite a scene at your own mother's funeral.
You provoked me.
By standing quietly during the service? I didn't make a single noise. You are the only person that made a scene. Not me at all. Of course they would call the police. There are injured people because of what you did. You kicked me and bruised my leg. That's clearly a crime.
You smirked at me during the eulogy.
I was remembering your mother's kindness. It wasn't toward you, Leo. Not everything is about you.
This is your fault. You stole my money and I was just trying to get it back.
I was paying my respects. You're the one who started screaming about inheritance during the service.
Everyone needed to know what you did.
How many times do I have to tell you I didn't steal anything? The inheritance was your mother's decision and not mine.
You turned everyone against me. Even Aunt Keiko took your side. She's supposed to be my family, not yours.
They saw exactly who you are. That's why they took my side. These are the consequences to your actions, Leo. Just admit it already.
Of course you stole it. You plotted to get all the inheritance for yourself. Thanks to you, I've lost everything and everyone.
The relatives didn't appreciate you knocking over the funeral portrait. Everyone was so scared of you. You were out of control.
That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that.
And pushing your cousin into the altar? That was an accident too?
He grabbed me first. I just defended myself.
I get that you're upset with me, but attacking me during the funeral? You're crazy. The relatives managed to restrain you, so I only got minor injuries, but several of them got hurt trying to control you. There are consequences to everything you do, Leo.
They shouldn't have interfered. It's their fault, not mine.
You were throwing the memorial flowers around. Nobody told you to do anything like that. You did everything on your own, but you're blaming everyone else? Unbelievable.
Those flowers were expensive, and you paid for them with my money. Of course I wanted to destroy it. That money could have been used somewhere else by me.
The relatives are determined to have you arrested. I'm just letting you know. I just want to give you a heads up.
They're all traitors. Just like you! What are everyone's problems with me?
Someone mentioned calling the police, so
I ran when I heard the word police. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
That just made you look more guilty. Honestly, running away just proves your guilt. Anyone would want to avoid arrest, even if they're innocent.
It was just a little scuffle. Calling the police is extreme. I didn't do anything wrong.
You injured 3 people, and you're still saying you never did anything wrong? What is the matter with you?
Even minor injuries are still injuries.
Regardless, you're a criminal now. The police are looking for you.
Why? This is all your fault. The parents' money should be mine. It's my right. Why are my relatives taking your side? They're supposed to be my family. They should be on my side.
Everyone knows how you dumped all the caregiving on me. They all think you brought this inheritance situation on yourself, and I completely agree with them.
They don't know anything, neither do you!
They know enough, and so do I. We all know the true story behind this.
You've poisoned everyone against me!
Plus, you put on that fake crying act in front of the relatives. What was that? I just found out about the inheritance and I'm so shocked nonsense. You've been plotting to take the inheritance all along. How can you make up that kind of lie at your own mother's funeral? Your mom must be so shocked in heaven right now. I feel so sorry for her.
I wasn't fake crying! I really am shocked! They were not lies!
You already knew about the inheritance days ago. You're just performing for the relatives so that they would feel bad for you and try to fight with you to take back the money so you can have it all to yourself.
Liar! Stop lying! You were trying to get the relatives' sympathy and make them your allies, to make me look like the bad guy! That was your plan all along!
What? Don't tell me you still think you're not the bad guy. It's an indisputable fact that you're a heartless villain. You injured me and 3 other people. We all got hurt because of what you did.
I only kicked you because I lost my temper.
In front of your mother's funeral altar.
You deserved a lot more than just a kick. You deserved worse. You stole everything from me.
So what? You think it's okay to kick someone just because you're angry? What are you, a child? Even a 5-year-old would know not to do that.
Shut up! You provoked me! You were laughing at me! You manipulated me and lied to me!
I wasn't laughing, manipulating, or lying. I was praying for your mother. Even if I provoked you, responding with violence is worse. You're really not very bright, are you? Maybe think about how your actions will affect things? How there are consequences every single time?
Then I just won't divorce you. I'll never submit the divorce papers, and I'll never sign them.
No problem. Then I'll just file them myself.
You can't do that!
Then I'll fight you with lawyers every step of the way. By the way, didn't you say you were going to trade me in for another woman? Don't you have someone lined up already?
There's no other woman. I don't have anyone.
Should we investigate? If you've been cheating, that would work in my favor. This would make things very easy for me.
Stop it! Don't do anything!
The police are probably looking for you now.
This isn't over. Not even close!
You should have just been kinder to your mom. Then the inheritance would have been yours.
I hate you! I'm gonna hunt you down and fight until I make this right!
Trust me, it won't work in your favor no matter what you do. It's too late to change anything. Now stop being difficult and sign the divorce papers. You're useless to me now. I never want to see your face again after you sign them. I'm done with you. Goodbye. In the end, my husband not only lost his inheritance rights, but had to pay compensation to all the people he injured. I moved away afterward for a fresh start, though I still visit my in-laws' graves several times a year. I remain grateful to my mother-in-law for the inheritance. Even after several years, There's no sign that my ex-husband has ever visited the grave. I don't know where he is or what he's doing now. The relatives don't know his whereabouts either. After some time, I remarried. My new husband is a bit older, but gentle. We've been blessed with a beautiful daughter. I plan to use the money my mother-in-law left me for my child's future. Next time I visit my mother-in-law's grave, I'll bring my new family with me.